sometimes what happens is when you have that kind of a result, then you say, you push yourself one more. My chronological age may be 60, but in my heart, I'm still 25. Anybody more than 25, they bore me. I love it, interacting. And I have a very large community that I groom. I teach people, young kids, uh, personal finance, because what I could not do for myself, I want to do it for others. It's so simple. Why don't more people do it? Then I realized Rhonda Byrne's secret. All those law of attraction principles, none of them are new. They are all centuries of millennials been there, but we never paid any attention. I've not had a meal for many days, and I've just finished 8 days of air fasting. This is an advanced program. 8 days. What air fasting means is you don't take water, and obviously you don't take. It's like a nirjala. I've had an opportunity of learning from Robert Kiyosaki, directly meeting him, Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy. You name the person. Gary Vee, and all those people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the BYOB podcast by Sunrise International in collaboration with Elegant Services. If you're about to start a business, or if you already run a business and you want to enter the UAE market, Elegant Services is the go-to company for you. They will help you set up the business, set up your company the right way. They will help you register your products. And most importantly, they'll help you comply with all the rules and regulations and the laws of the land. Go to elegantservices.ae. If you're an entrepreneur, there are two things that are inevitably true about you. You have a strong determination, a strong will, and you don't have time. Now, look at me. I'm recording this interview at 4:30 in the morning just because I don't have time, right? And this is so true about all entrepreneurs, that we work hard, we have a strong determination and all that, but then time is an issue. And what that implies is we focus on the business, but our health kind of takes a backseat, because we are more focused on growing the business, and we don't pay too much attention to our body and what we eat, when we eat, and the exercise. Most of the time it is out of the question because we don't have time, right? Today we have someone with us who will help us get healthier in with these two constraints, or with these 2 points. You have a strong will, you don't have time. This is how you can lose weight, you can be healthier. Alex, welcome to the BYOB podcast.
Thank you, Sachin, for having me on your show.
You are so famous. I mean, you run so many WhatsApp groups, so many communities. You bring people together, literally thousands that I know directly. That there are thousands of people that are connected because of the because of the connection that you build, the groups that you create. But for those who are watching and those who don't know who Alexander Thomas is, what's the, like, if you were to give like a very 30,000 feet, view of who is Alexander Thomas, why should they watch this video?
Well, they should watch this video because Sachin never brings anything but the top of the line content for entrepreneurs and wannabe entrepreneurs. That's one thing. But who's Alexander? That's a question I very often ask myself. I'm a man with a mission to make a difference, to make this a better place in the truest sense of the word. And wherever I have been, What you mentioned about the communities, that's true, because probably one of the most networked Toastmasters around the world. I'm in practically every district. Probably, if we get time, we will talk about Toastmasters and what it has
Yeah.
meant to me in my life. That's me, and I am constantly evolving. Every day, I ask God. I am a very devout follower of Sai Baba, and I ask him, I've achieved so much in life. I'm still alive. Please give me a clue. What am I meant to do? And material goals never had any relevance in. I eat to live, not live to eat. And every day I think, what value can I add to people? Veronica Chu, who's the co-founder of Success Resources, the world's largest event company, which runs events of Tony Robbins. Earlier, before Donald Trump was a president, uh, he was a speaker on her show. You got Sir Richard Branson. All these people were there on her show, and she said, "Alex, you are a connector." And because she is in my network, a lot of people say, Veronica is connected with her, so better be connected. So all, and and that's something which I really enjoy. You know, over all these years, in the last 20 years, I've been connecting people with nothing in between. I said, hey, this guy, you need this. Uh, but when it comes to my own getting a job, probably it's not that easy as much as helping somebody else. So I'm
Yeah.
still in search of
Yeah.
my next mission.
Will hopefully come very soon. We spoke about, like in the introduction, I mentioned about the weight loss, right? And if if I tell anyone that this person on the screen right now is 60 years old, nobody will believe that. Right?
Thank
How
you.
did you how did you manage to lose? You're almost like a ununiformed cop, but when it comes
Absolutely.
to the health part, right? So were you always health conscious, diet conscious, or what happened in the last 41 days?
Never, never. I have lived the most unhealthy life till about 1.5 months back. And my daughter, she almost has a virtual PhD in all kinds of diets. I see her doing water fasting. I do her see her doing intermittent fasting, and she would say, "Papa, don't disturb me. I am on my fast." So, uh, fasting or weight loss or diet, these three were total taboo words in my dictionary. But if you ask me about weight loss, I felt it was impossible. And throughout my corporate career, especially in the Middle East, where I left India in 2004 as 60 odd kg guy, 5'11, and then suddenly the Dubai belly, the Doha belly, whichever one you want to say, I put on 25 kgs. I didn't
25
realize it.
kilo.
It's almost like lifestyle inflation. I was eating out thrice a day, despite having facilities of kitchen, fridge, everything. I would go suddenly decide to be healthy and say, okay, I'll buy all this stuff, vegetables, fruits, everything, and they would rot in the fridge, and I would sort of feel sorry for it. Breakfast would be one restaurant, lunch would be another restaurant, dinner would be another restaurant, Sundays would be another restaurant. I never had it. And there is a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I I have been a lifelong learner. I probably have spent almost a crore rupees in the last 45 years on books, on programs, on importing books from the US when we didn't have any of these books here. I've taken $1,000 programs, online programs, nearly 20 years back. When I look at it, now I think, that was a lot of money. I wish if I had put that into Nifty index fund, it would have come to 10, 20 CR by now if I do that. But this sort of came from an online insurance community that I'm part of,
Mm.
and I saw this weight loss thing being introduced. I didn't believe. I till very often we don't believe it till it happens to us. And one of my friends from Calcutta, he was uh, saying, "This is amazing. I lost so many kilos." Then I said, I was not in the first batch. The second batch, I said, let me just try it out. And I said, my only thing is, I wanted to know whether this was really true, what was happening. And second, I just wanted to know, will I be able to last one day? Sachin, right from school days, when I'm coming back from school, when I'm coming back from college, I would be so famished. I didn't have the patience to come home knowing fully well my mom has cooked a meal with a lot of effort, but I would eat something outside from a dhaba or a thing and then come back. And moms being moms, they know when I'm eating, I'm not able to finish more than 10, 20%. She would ask me, "Bahar se kha ke aaye kya?" And I would sheepishly nod. But here what happened is, and through all my career, and I think a lot of people would be able to, your viewers would be able to resonate with it and relate with it, is I used to always be in the second row of photographs so that my tummy would get hidden. And I remember in summer I would wear a jacket and people would say, "Alex, are you feeling cold that you're wearing a jacket?" I would say, "No, no, no. I feel more comfortable." But the truth was, I was hiding my tummy. I was ashamed of it. And most organizations that I worked, they would promote the leaner, fit looking people. I've taken many memberships in Dubai in gyms. So the gym would be somewhere near World Trade Center, and I would have to go to Sharjah.
Mm.
At that point, my mind says, "Go home." So I think all the gym owners know this, that of 100 people who take membership, hardly ever 10. Because if even 20% of the people come, they would be overcrowded. All these
There
New
won't
Year
be a
resolutions,
place in the
yeah,
gym.
absolutely. So they know that. And
Yeah.
you need to have, and for me, I said, okay, it started with one day. And I said, wow, one day is over. Second day, third day,
One
fourth
day
day, fifth.
of
You know,
fasting.
one day of fasting,
Okay.
was over. And I said, "Hey, it's okay." And sometimes, and I also realized the benefits of uh, raw food, raw diet, uh, of fruits, of vegetables. And while my family is 100% vegetarian,
Mm.
uh, me being a Christian, of course, no such things was there. But I choose vegetarian. I choose vegetarian. Once in a while, if I take a non-veg thing, but I don't have zero cravings for that. But what I really have cravings for is sweets, soft drinks, pizzas, burgers, everything. I would not be able to. And honestly, till I had this experience, I never thought I would be, because I have tried giving up. My mom every day tells me, "Alex, stop drinking those cold drinks and all. It's bad for you." But this time it was like some switch turned. And
Mm.
one day, 2 day, 3 day, and I was 100% action taker, because there's nobody you cheat from. You can't cheat the guy in the mirror, right? And you are seeing it. And we were in a community, and I said, "Hey, it's making a lot of difference." And they said, uh, the early people said, uh, once you keep doing it, your jawline comes back, and everything. So I basically was between 85 to 95 kind of a thing in the Middle East. Of course, coming back, uh, it would be anywhere between 85 to 90, 85 to 90 kind of a thing. And this has been there for the last 20 years. I don't think I've touched 100, but
Mm.
very close to that.
Yeah.
And sometimes what happens is, when you have that kind of a result, then you say, you push yourself, one more, one more, one more. Uh, in my 40 years of work experience, I probably have changed multiple careers, and I admire people who are staying in the same thing. But I've taken risk. I've taken risk far beyond uh, what normal people do. My external body, my chronological age may be 60, but in my heart, I'm still 25. Anybody more than 25, they bore me. I love it, interacting. And I have a very large community that I groom. I teach people, young kids, uh, personal finance, because what I could not do for myself, I want to do it for others.
Mm.
Health is something which came new, and you mentioned 14 kilos in 41 days.
41 days.
Actually,
Yeah.
I just, in the last month odd, I've been looking more at my weighing scale and blood pressure monitor than my portfolio. Earlier, my wife would say, क्या तुम देखते रहते हो वही रोज वही किधर है क्या है, and it's 42 15 kilos in 42 days. And
Oh,
once you are
15
there,
kilos. Okay.
it's 15 kilos 42 days.
Hmm.
And it's really fantastic. I never honestly thought, I've never been healthy. I've never gone. I've had multiple gym memberships. Never been to the gym. I don't
Hmm.
walk. I don't exercise. But I realized, it's so simple. Why don't more people do it? Then I realized Rhonda Byrne's secret. All those law of attraction principles, none of them are new. They are all
Hmm.
centuries of millennials been there, but we never paid any attention. And in the process, what has happened is I have an amazing respect for my body temple. Literally, of course, there are various kinds of detox. You've got mental detox, you've got physical detox, you've got emotional, spiritual detox when it comes to the body. And then you also have something which is, you realize, and this was without any chemicals, just what is available in everyone's kitchen. Nothing exotic like parsley or this or that. And
Hmm.
then you realize, my God, I didn't realize that, Amla had so much of effect, or probably Palak has so much of effect on your human body. So every day I was seeing, and I am amazed and with a lot of respect and gratitude for the exercise, for the experience, more important.
What about the cooking part? As in, like, it all depends on who's the one cooking in the family, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
very. Thank you for
yeah.
asking that, Sachin. My wife, she is a healer by practice, very spiritual person, been to all the places connected with Sri Ramji, even and where Sita ji has been, to Sri Lanka, to all the countries. She follows her Guruji, been to wherever, Mahavdar Babaji, and she's a devotee of Mahavdar Babaji, and reads a lot. And she's also an expert on yoga. So what? And my daughter and my wife are totally against me. She said, जब हम बोलते थे तब तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आता था, अब किसी और ने बोल दिया तो घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. So मैंने
This
बोला
is
कि
so.
you know and then she said, somebody tells you,
Yeah.
that's gospel. And uh, there was zero support, zero cooperation. uh, and I said, yeah, a mixie, because I normally don't get into the kitchen. So I requested, खुद करो ना, खुद करो, पूछो तुम्हारे मेंटर से मिक्सी कैसे ऑन करना है. So so that was the thing. And I realized, if anyone goes on such a health journey, I would always recommend that you do it with your spouse, so that there is, because a lot of spouses tell me, Alex, uh, you know, I want my husband to be on the program, but I don't want to cook. separately for him, separately for me. So and a lot of couples who've been on this kind of a journey, they have
Mm.
much better results. And it's the same thing with, let's say, network marketing, which I was part of in the mid 90s, like Amway and all. So, where it's a husband and wife working, the results are much better. When one person builds, and same thing goes for financial planning, you are all wanting to do financial planning, but the rest of the family is not on board. So, they don't understand the thing of delayed gratification. So, when you get the family on board and get the buy in, that makes a lot of difference.
Mm.
So, for
This
me, it was
this is
myself.
very,
And
very important. I love that the way you've put it. You said, health, towards a healthy life. It's a family thing. So we have to do it with the
absolutely,
family, with
abs-
with your spouse. Yeah.
absolutely.
And so the people who are watching this, okay, who want to lose weight and be healthier, and they don't have time, what can they do really?
As I told you, I've been a lifelong learner with various modalities uh, into life coaching, relationship coaching, personal finance mastery, and I've sort of distilled, you know, simplifying the complex. You asked me about the cooking part. In this particular lifestyle, there is hardly any cooking. It is basically predominantly a raw diet, and the only thing that you need to do is know how to use a mixie now, which I now know, uh, and it's 100% vegetarian, and that is how it is.
Wow.
I run a 7-day program because I realize not everyone has the guts. Because you see, when and I've had many friends drop out. Sachin, what happens is, uh, many of my Toastmaster friends, they said, Alex, my father is totally against it. They say, why are you doing it? My wife is against it. My doctor is against it. Because today there's this big scam by pharma companies. They are looking only at the fruits and trying to spray pesticide on the fruits without caring for the roots. You see, Langanam Parama Aushadam, fasting is the greatest medicine. This is not now. This is from history. Because, you know, I have a different way of looking at it. When I treat every organ of my body as an employee, and just like I have enjoyed a 5-day week or a 6-day week, I decide day two. Because, and I'm telling you, even while on this particular journey, my heart was functioning fine, my lungs was functioning fine, kidney, liver, pancreas, everything is functioning fine. They deserve a day off. And what better to do that than, and I was, mind you, I was somebody who would binge eat 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, watching Netflix and this documentary and that documentary. Now that
Mm.
craving is totally gone. Totally gone. I've not had a cup of tea from 22nd July, tea or coffee or milk or curd or ice cream or wheat. None of those things. And
Wow.
what I realized, which was total, bulb on moment, as one of my mentors, Siddharth Rajshekar, would say, is that I would say, hey, it doesn't make logic. You are not eating food. How can your energy level be there? Now, I've not had a meal for many days, and I've just finished 8 days of air fasting, which is an advanced program. 8 days. What air fasting means is you don't take water, and obviously you don't take. It's like a nirjala.
Yeah.
And then I said, like,
Like the rosa that we keep during Ramadan, it's like
no, no,
complete.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Rosa
Oh,
is not. They get that window after. Uh,
yeah.
you know,
But this is a continuous
iftar.
rosa, let's say.
It's. I did nearly 180 hours of no water, no food, nothing. So He said, okay, during air fasting, what can you eat? I said, no, you can't eat anything. But that's an advanced level. But the basic level, I have divided into two programs. There is no fasting.
Okay.
There's only diet. I said, don't eat this. Eat this, and be 100% honest. If you cheat, please let me know. It's a 1 hour program. Now, compared to normal programs, detox programs which are there, and if you feel, and I tell them you will have a weight loss of 1 to 2 kgs. Now, Sachin, most people, they have tried everything. They have gone for health resorts, gone to Bangalore, gone to this place. They have gone to Kerala, done all that. The airfare, which is costing 50, 60, 70 on an average, whatever, where depends upon where you are from that thing, plus the residential thing, plus the hotel, plus taking time off. I'll tell you something. I used to attend all these programs from Dubai in India, and I had a mobile with an international roaming connection, and I couldn't carry the mobile with me because they would pay me one free ticket in a year, and I was going to India maybe 12, 15 times, some event in Chennai, some in Bangalore, some in Mumbai. And if it even gives a missed call, in my bill it would say India. And my bosses, unfortunately, they were not appreciative of my learning things. So I have funded all my courses throughout. So I would leave the phone behind in Dubai so that even if there is a call, it will not show up in my thing. And that has been the kind of commitment which I was having to courses. And today I'm able to use all the courses right from the very first one, which happened in 1989 or 1990 with Dr. Deepak Chopra, which was my very first, and it took me 3 months' salary. I don't know why, but strangely, I still remember things from his talk and his session, which was synchronicity and synchro destiny, synchronicity and serendipity. This was the talk. Uh, and then, of course, you would have seen I've had an opportunity of learning from Robert Kiyosaki, directly meeting him, Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy, you name the
Wow.
person,
Yeah.
Gary Vee, and all those people. So,
Wow. So all these learnings, all the the different courses that you've done, now you're putting the essence of that here in this. You said a 7 day program, right? You have a 7 day program now.
that's
Okay.
right. That's a
Yeah.
basic thing. So
Hmm.
people have some confidence. You see, I'm not going to tell that, okay, I got 15, you can get 15. No,
Hmm.
certainly not. I got 15, I'm promising you 1 to 2. It's like the scoop of ice cream taster. And
Yeah.
in that process, because I've got so many messages, please, Alex, I want to be, I'm 90, I'm 5'1, I am body shamed every day in my office, and people, even my own family is embarrassed to look at me. So if I can give, I'm saying, let's take baby steps. No fasting, only diet. This 7 days, I will put them stage by stage, just like a check-in counter closes. First, the first gate closes, then the registration closes, then the security check, then the boarding gates. So you have a way how it is. So once I see that they can, I've seen where all people have failed on the journey. It's like a commando course. You see that, okay, you're not able to do this, you're not able to do this. So I said, to make it more appealing for everyone, yes, sometimes who are hardcore meat lovers, they may find it a challenge. But if you're, Blair Singer, one of my mentors, who is in the training community known as the Master of Masters, the magician, he said, when your target is important, facts don't matter. And he gives the example of a bumblebee. If you look at a bumblebee, technically there is no way a bumblebee should be flying. It's got such a huge mass, and the wings are so small. You know, they say, and also one more thing, when you have a major project, you know, sleep is not a necessity; it is an option. Like in your case, you're waking up at 4:30 today to have this particular, recording done. Something like that. So in these
Mm.
7 days, I am 99% guaranteed, or let's say 100% guaranteed, if they are honest. Because you see, I'm in a different geography, they are in a different geography. The
Yeah.
beauty is, people don't have to take the time off. They don't have to upset their schedules, no costly travels, no missing their things. It's just a 1 hour program in the morning where we give the instructions. I take them through certain, it's something which I learned from one of my mentors called Suresh Padmanabhan. He stays in Pune, about food meditation. And he does this with one single resin, kishmish. And he says, how do people treat? Like normally you pop in a handful of things. But what if you just look at it, be amazed at that thing, and then sort of bless the farmer who grew it, bless the farmer's children who are taking care of it after school. And I take them through a guided meditation. And then I say, put it into your mouth. Don't don't eat it.
Swallow it.
Just
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
put it on your tongue, roll it, everything. Pay gratitude to the sun, to the wind, to the air, everything. And then to the birds that pollinate, the bees that pollinate, feel the breeze, be there, and when I take them through that, they experience that. And then I say, gently bite on it. And I say, don't swallow. And then chew, expressing gratitude to the farmer, to the uh, guy who's the middleman, the broker, or whatever that thing, to the truck driver, to the shopkeeper, and to your spouse or your mother or whoever uh, bought it for you, or your father who bought it for you. And is it, once it's become total liquid, that one kishmish has to become total liquid. And I'm telling you, Sachin, as I'm talking to you, I am reminded of what my mentor uh, took me through 25 years back, just one resin. And after that, you can do that with a cup of tea. It's a meditation. You thank, right from the tea estate to the coffee plantations, and then take it. The taste becomes so much. You know, being in Dubai, I Muslims, before they eat, they say Bismillah for every piece, right? I've seen some of the Filipinos. They'll have just one burger, husband and wife holding hands in one of the food courts, and they would say grace and then eat it. You know, prayers multiplies the taste of food. It is an amazing experience.
Gratitude. That's
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand. It was not part of the original program, but
Mm.
I realized, now there is this first chapter from Og The Greatest Salesman in the World, which I would recommend everyone to read. The first one is about habit, and they say an onion grows old in 30 days, but an oak takes years. But if the oak compares itself with the onion and says, my God, they are growing so fast, I am not. Different people have different journeys. And
Mm.
there is no point in comparing, you know, somebody, with AI coming in. Today, uh, the chief technology officer could be somebody who's 21, right? A person who's been there 40 years is totally redundant. And especially with something like AI agents, 80-90%. I attended a AI workshop. Keep attending a lot of diverse things. And from each thing, I pick up something up. I'm the last person when it comes to, I don't know Excel even today. I've had secretaries initially. After that, I would get sidelined because I didn't know how to make an Excel presentation. But now, with time on my hand, I know more about AI and the various things, because today everyone says, what is the latest chat GPT or generative AI from China? And most people would say, what would people say?
Is it DeepSeek? There is,
DeepSeek, right?
yeah.
Now, very few people know of something called Quen from Alibaba. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
almost, you know, it is something that we need to learn. And I tell a lot of parents, whatever your son is interested or daughter is interested, please tell them to start learning AI,
Yeah,
because in stock market they say trend is your friend, right? Don't go against your trend. Learn it so that your flight to freedom, to success is a lot easier. I don't know whether I
absolutely.
got distracted, but
Yeah.
my apologies.
No, no, this
I
is,
was.
I mean, we did digress, but it's an important part that we just covered now. How do people reach out to you to enroll for this program?
8826 306 803. That is the India number. And my Dubai WhatsApp, this is only WhatsApp. It's plus 971 52 522 7814.
You always say that I can tell you all the things that you should not do financially. So,
Absolutely. Most of us are very good at earning an income, but very few of us are good at managing it. I know of A380 pilots who can take off and land a giant fortress like A380 without your coffee cup spilling. But they don't know what is the FD rate. They don't know the difference between Sensex and Nifty. Today I know what a person should do. And the most important thing is what I did not make in the first 33 years. I made it in the 7 years. I feel God has a bigger role for me. I don't know what it is, but He definitely has. Even today, I think I have been through a lot, and if I'm still alive, there must be a reason why He has kept me alive.